Building alibis with which to explain away failure is a national pastime. The habit is as old as the human race and is fatal to success. Why do people cling to their pet alibis? The answer is obvious. They defend their alibis because they create them. A man's alibi is the child of his own imagination. It is human nature to defend one's own brainchild. Building alibis is a deeply rooted habit. Habits are difficult to break, especially when they provide justification for something we do. Plato had this truth in his mind when he said, "The first and the best victory is to conquer self." To be conquered by self is of all things the most shameful and vile. A quotation by Plato. Another philosopher had the same thought in mind when he said, "It was a great surprise to me when I discovered that most of the ugliness I saw in others was but a reflection of my own nature." "It has always been a mystery to me," said Albert Hubbard, "why people spend so much time deliberately fooling themselves by creating alibis to cover their weaknesses. If used differently, this same time would be sufficient to cure the weakness, then no alibis would be needed." In parting, I would remind you that life is a checkerboard, and the player opposite you is time. When you're playing chess and you're on the chessboard, you check it. When you are at the checkerboard, the player who is opposing you is none other than time. If you hesitate before moving or neglect to move promptly, your man will be wiped off the board by time. The time, who is an opponent sitting on the other side of the chessboard, will wipe out your men from the board. You are playing against a partner who will not tolerate your indecision. You can do it for some time, but believe it, the others won't wait for you. Well, previously, we may have had a logical excuse for not having forced life to come through with whatever we've asked, but that is an alibi, and we need to put it obsolete because we are in possession of the master key that unlocks the door to the life's bountiful riches. The master key is intangible, but it is powerful. It is the privilege of creating, and creating in our own mind. It is the burning desire for a definite form of riches. There is no penalty for the use of the key, but there is a price we must pay if we do not use it. The price is a failure. There is a reward for the stupendous proportions if we put the key to use. It is satisfaction that comes to all who conquer self and force life to pay whatever it is asked there. The reward is worthy of our own effort. Will we make the start and be convinced? Yes, we will.